Here's the syllabus. You should probably read it over yourself carefully, but the high points does mention me and my email right here, my office phone. That's probably not the best way to get a hold of me. The email is the best. Office hours. Now, besides these office hours, for this course, we will try to arrange some times during the week. I'll take a poll and try to figure out when we can get together. The course is experimental statistics. It assumes you've had at least some algebra experience, although we won't do lots in the algebra realm, although some formulas, that kind of thing. The formulas really show themselves more in spreadsheets. And so required texts, here's the text. It's also, your text is also linked here. So something from your instructor, syllabus, here's the textbook and its resources. If you click that, opens up this page for the textbook. And okay. So you'll need a spreadsheet, either Microsoft Excel. Now I mentioned Google Sheets, although that is absolutely not your best bet, in that they are more limited. They can do most of what we can do, but they cannot do, what the heck they call it, vector commands, something along those lines. They talk about them. We'll need those commands, and so Google Sheets is not the best. Microsoft Excel or OpenOffice Calc. OpenOffice is a free office suite, so you can get a word processor, something called Impress. It's like PowerPoint. Calc, it's like Excel. And again, back here on our page, I believe, let's see, no, I don't see a link. I'll have to add a link to OpenOffice where you could pick that up to download it. Going back to the syllabus, let's see, so course objectives, learning outcomes, required assignments. So here's what you all tend to care about. How is your grade determined? We'll have lesson discussions where you will go out and find answers to prompts. It's a collaborative sort of idea. Each person chooses a prompt to answer, and you make comments on other people's answers in the discussions. Lesson quizzes, so there will be a quiz with each lesson. There are 8 lessons, one for each week, so you'll want to get going on all this stuff as soon as possible. Lesson projects, those are interactive works that you'll put together and produce a final report. They're mostly follow my directions, and you'll get to know the spreadsheet a little bit and have to think a little bit about how statistics are being used in particular papers and other people's projects. And then a final project worth 30% that is of your own doing. You can do it as groups. That we'll see how that goes with the online course. You absolutely can do it on your own, but I do allow in the seated course 3 to 4 people in a group, and so I don't see why I can't allow that online. You can use the discussions and so forth to try to possibly figure out who you might wish to work with and contact them about trying to work together on a final project. More will come in a week or so. That's lesson 8. And so that lesson does not have quiz nor a discussion. It's all about the final project of your own making. So here's a little explanation about these items. So the lesson quizzes, again, there are 7 of them for the first 7 lessons. Each quiz will tend to have 10 questions. It'll be based on the projects and your discussion prompts, and also homework from the textbook. The homework from the textbook is not actually turned in, but problems are suggested. And as I say, I'll take some quiz questions from the homework. The lesson projects, again, this says first 6 lessons. That's a typo. Should say 7 lessons. I'll try to remember to get that fixed. And the final project of your own doing. Grades, I kind of go for a 90, 80, 70, 60 sort of scale, so you can look at those there. And oh, and I see I do need to fix this up for you all. It says weeks 1 and 2 up to 15. I forgot that this was set up for a seated course for a full semester, so I'll get that fixed right away. So there's another on my to-do list, but you will see when you pull up the syllabus, week 1, week 2, week 3, and so forth down to week 8. And then it finishes up with some important dates. We start in here. Session 2 online begins March 18th, and then lots of faculty policies followed down here. That will be on the actual syllabus you get online. So that's it, and I'll finish recording.